How's it going, everyone? It's Artifact, and we're going to make a wicked King of the Jungle bass today using a lion's roar. Let's go over to freesound.org and we're going to grab this lion's roar snarl growl, which sounds like this. Just like 20th century fox, isn't it? So we're going to come back over to Logic, and I've actually chopped up the sample into the best kind of 2-second version, which is this one here. I cleaned up the sample a little bit because there were a few clicks, so I just kind of faded them out. And then I've just thrown this into Vital, and if we just have a little listen how it sort of sounds, you know, without anything on it, just so we've got the sample in there. If we just listen to that. So it kind of just plays out the sample now because I've just chucked it in to the sample section here. It's going to be a very, very easy, simple tutorial today. And we've played it along with our drum beat. So we've kind of got this slow moving rhythm that sort of sits over the top of our drums. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add in a sine wave underneath here. So if we listen to that, start to get a bit of that bass into it. Frequency modulate it with the sample, so you got a bit of this kind of texture coming in the sine wave. Mix to taste, somewhere about 30% seems pretty good to me. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just copy this kind of the kind of rhythm that the roar has. You know, it kind of goes up and down sort of 3 times or something. So we're going to sort of copy a similar pattern in the LFO here. And I've just tracked this to a number of things, but primarily is a few kind of filter movements. So we've got this dirty 12 dB filter here. It's like a low pass filter. And this is tracked to the LFO. So you just kind of dip in and out the volume of the sound, you know, in time with the kind of sample. You can see it kind of goes dum 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 dum. So it's kind of doing that on the LFO, and then similarly we're going to do this with another EQ as well. So we've got a kind of got this kind of bell EQ that's going up and down to give it a bit more high end in certain places. And similarly we're going to add on another filter here, which is a bit of extra low pass with a drive, and we're just tracking the mix and the cutoff again. So we really get that, you know, in and out movement from like a low pass filter. It's a very kind of single note bass, so this would be really great if we can add like an extra lead over the top. But we can also improve this a little bit further by bouncing it out to audio, chopping it, and then moving some of the sections around to create a bit more of an interesting groove. So what I've done here is I've then bounced out the sound to audio, and I've come up with these kind of patterns here. So we've got these little parts where there's some silence, so we get a bit of extra groove. We've got this extra section at the end here which has a bit of reverb on, so that when it comes in again it's nice and impactful and dry again. And I've also chopped up the original sample to create these little extra hits that sit over the top of it. So if we listen to the whole kind of chopped group, we play it in with our drums as well. We've got our King of the Jungle textural bass growl, which can be used as a foundation, you know, to get some interesting bass textures in there. We can go on to start adding some more musical elements and get a bit more pitch movement going on. So yeah, pretty cool bass line. It's called the Jungle King. The preset is available on my Patreon. There's only 20 slots left if you want to join my Discord community, so I suggest you get in there fast. Anyway, hope you guys have a wicked day. Peace.